Hey, what's up? It's Ashley, Tuesday, Lezzismore, and I'm at the pool. I'm in the shady, grassy area right now, but I'm at the pool. I needed to make this video, and I want to go to my Pilates class at 7 in 40 minutes, so I knew I needed to make it now while we were at the pool. My friend Jimmy and Lila and his daughter and his granddaughter are all out there. I have this phone because it looks kind of funny me talking to the camera, so I'm pretending like I'm on the phone. Okay, so for the next 5 weeks we are going to be doing the 5 coolest or most monumental or most significant, something like that, moments of our lives. And that's really hard for me because there have been a lot of significant moments in my life, and it's hard for one thing to narrow it down to 5, and for another thing to place rank over one another. It's just like, I don't know. But I thought about it a little bit, and I decided that number 5, it's going, number 1 is the most, right? And then it goes number 2, second most, 3, third most, 5th is not the least necessarily, but the least out of 5. So I'm probably going to forget something really big and then be like, oh my gosh, that should have been 5, or that should have been 4, that should have been, whatever. But it is what it is. Number 5 is probably going to be when I moved from Southern California to Georgia, suburbs of Atlanta, Georgia, Conyers, when I was almost 14. I was second semester of 8th grade, and I was born and raised in Southern California and then moved to Georgia, which is huge culture shock. Huge. It was crazy. That is kind of when the whole blonde thing started me. It's not so bad now. I mean, it comes out, like I've said before, when I'm excited or uncomfortable or whatever, then comes out and I seem like a dumb blonde when I'm really not. I distinctly remember this one time. It was like when I first moved there, and I was in class, Miss Fulford's class. It was social studies, I think, or Georgia history, whatever. Who cares about Georgia? Oh, whatever. And this kid, Jeremy Gaddy, he started shaking the back of my desk, and he was like, oh my gosh, Ashley, it's an earthquake. And I know that there aren't earthquakes in Georgia, and I know that obviously he is shaking my desk. But because I was uncomfortable in the situation and kind of, new, and obviously I knew he was expecting a, oh my gosh, really? reaction out of me, so I gave it to him. I was like, oh my gosh, everybody, you have to duck and cover, because that's what you do when there's an earthquake. And they were like, oh my gosh, oh, she's such a dumb blonde. Obviously I knew it was an earthquake. And then that's what kind of started the whole, it was really bad, probably in the second half of 8th grade, then 9th grade, and 10th grade. People just always thought I was dumb blonde. And it didn't start until I moved to Georgia. And then, I went from living with my mom to living with my dad. My dad and my now ex-stepmom got divorced during that time. A lot of stuff happened. A lot of stuff happened when I moved from California to Georgia. A lot. I did a lot of things that I shouldn't have when I was 15 that I'm not happy about. Yeah, that was a pretty big moment. It wasn't one moment though, and that's another thing with this moment thing. There's so many like bundles of moments for a certain part of time. So yeah, moving from California to Georgia was very big, very significant, pretty cool, but kind of, I didn't like being put in that dumb blonde category, and I still don't like it, because I still am sometimes, because of my giddiness, or because if I get in an uncomfortable situation and whatnot. Forgive me for my appearance, and like if I'm a little out of it. I've had like 2 or 3 hours of sleep. It seems like every time I hang out with lesbians, I end up staying up all night. Not in like a crazy, not in like a, I stay up and talk to them. It's just what happens. It's what happens. But it was really fun. I hung out with some of my friends last night, and got to see my godson, Toby.
He's all purry. You need a purr. Purr. Like.
But anyway, that's number 5, and I will talk about number 4 next week, and then number 3 the week after. 2, 1. And welcome back, Shan. It's so awesome to have you back and see your face again. It's awesome. I've missed you, and I'm so happy you're at least going to be back for 5 weeks, because you had to finish the series, right? So at least 5 weeks you're stuck with us. Yay! Oh, and you know what? I think that we should have a Saturday girl, and it should be my friend Kate. I love Kate. I got to talk to her for a long time the other night, and I haven't really had a chance to really talk to her for a while, and it was really nice. And she's awesome, and she has good input, so I think we should have a Saturday person. I'll put a link over there, and you can check out Kate's vlog page, channel. She's great. There's some other stuff that I said I was going to post about in my personal channel that I'm going to soon. Life is excellent. Life is amazing. Bye, everybody.